Hello everyone, I'm Kate Andrews and here's a look at what's going on this week in the news. And we begin from the Vatican. The Synod of Bishops is well underway. Cardinal Wilfrid Napier, Archbishop of Durban, South Africa, spoke about what the bishops of Africa have been working on since the last Synod.
What has happened is that the African bishops have met on a few occasions to really take stock of where we stand and what the Synod is going to mean for us. And what has encouraged us to look in a certain direction is the fact that the title of the Synod is the vocation and the mission of the family. So the concentration, the focus has to be, what can we do, what can the Synod do to make families really know where they fit in the church, how the church depends on them, and in that way to really get themselves rejuvenated, renewed, so that they take on this role of evangelization, the new evangelization in particular. We have felt that it was overemphasis on two issues, the homosexual issue and the communion issue. And we felt that this is excluding the millions of good families, good marriages. We need to affirm those. We also need to look at what are the qualities that have made those marriages as good as they are and those families as good as they are. Let's extract those qualities and use them in a thorough marriage preparation, which will avoid the problems that we are talking about. In the lead up to this particular session of the Synod, I've been getting a huge number of messages saying, please just reaffirm us, let us know where you want us to go. We're going to go there if the church is going with us.
In news from around the world, a French court has dismissed genocide charges against a Catholic priest who fled to France. Father Wenceslas Muniashaka was accused of planning, committing, and aiding and abetting the 1994 mass killing of the country's Tutsi inhabitants. Now the Rwandan government National Commission for the Fight Against Genocide is criticizing the dismissal of the charges. Father Muniashaka was rector of a parish in Kigali where 800,000 people were massacred between April and July of 1994. The priest was indicted in 1995 and sentenced to life imprisonment in absentia in 2006 by a Rwandan military court. In 2007, French justice officials took over his case. Father Muniashaka is now ministering at a Catholic parish in the north of France. Back to news from the Vatican. Since the bishops are in Rome to discuss the family, Pope Francis kept the topic alive at his weekly general audience. From Reports has more.
Before starting off his weekly general audience, Pope Francis made his way through St. Peter's Square, blessing pilgrims along the way. More than 50,000 people attended the audience under gloomy skies that eventually turned sunny. In light of the current Synod of Bishops on the Family, which has brought in roughly 250 bishops from across the world, the Pope highlighted that many government and economic models are not welcoming to the family or its values.
Non si dà alla famiglia il dovuto peso, il riconoscimento e sostegno nell'organizzazione politica e economica della società contemporanea.
He went on to say that the civic and economic models are dry, harsh, and anonymous. What men, women, and society as a whole need, he explained, is a strong injection of family spirit. The family is irreplaceable, he said, and it's within that unit that children foster a sense of being and of indispensable values.
La famiglia introduce il bisogno dei legami di fedeltà, sincerità, fiducia, cooperazione, rispetto. Incoraggia a progettare un mondo abitabile e a credere nei rapporti di fiducia anche in condizioni difficili.
Wednesday marks the third day of discussions for the Synod on the Family, where bishops are looking into how the Church can improve its pastoral reach and address some of the challenges modern-day families face. Reflecting on the family, the Pope referenced how Jesus calls on St. Peter to be a fisherman of souls.
Non è una rete che fa prigionieri questa, al contrario, libera dalle acque cattive dell'abbandono e dell'indifferenza che affogano molti esseri umani nel mare della solitudine e dell'indifferenza.
The Synod of Bishops will conclude on October 25th, and all those taking part, from bishops to experts, will participate in meetings every day. And that's why, at the end of his audience, the Pope asked all Christians to keep the Synod of the family in their prayers.
And finally in the news, the Archbishop of Krakow, Poland, dedicated the main altar of the St. John Paul II National Shrine in Washington, D.C. last week. The dedication by Cardinal Stanislaw Dziwiz took place during a Mass. It was the Cardinal's first visit to the shrine. Cardinal Dziwiz was ordained a priest by the then Bishop Karol Wojtyła in 1963. He served as his secretary in Poland and was with him in Rome when he was elected Pope in 1978. He continued to serve the future saint until the Pope's death in 2005. Well, that's going to do it for news. I'm Kate Andrews. Don't forget, you can keep up to date on Catholic news throughout the week with Catholic News Break right here on the Catholic TV Network.